How's it going, everyone? It's Ethan here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kuat Grip Ski and Snowboard Carrier on a 2022 Toyota RAV4. The ski and snowboard carrier is capable of holding 4 sets of skis or 2 boards, but we also have a larger size capable of holding 6 skis or 4 boards. Additionally, it comes in this black color as well as a gray and pearl. But the standout feature of this carrier system is this sliding tray. There's one on each, as you can see, for ease of loading. So I'll show you how they pull out. And it is somewhat of a taller vehicle, and if you have heavier skis or snowboards, this just makes the loading process that much easier. Just put it on, slide the trays back in, and close it down. Loading and unloading is made even easier by the easy to push up handles. If you do have larger gloves on in the winter seasons, still easy to push up. And as they're open, you can see these rubberized teeth that are on both sides, top and bottom, to cushion and keep your gear from sliding around. As we close, you can see it's got a couple of different heights that it'll ratchet down to, but even if it does stick at this top height, it won't be coming loose. And close it all the way down, you can lock it and not be able to get your gear out of the carrier. In addition, you can see that there are lock cores on each of the feet of the actual carrier, which will lock the carrier to the rack. So you can lock your gear and the carrier to the rack to secure everything. The clamps themselves are not entirely tool-free, but they're pretty easy to install. You'll just need the included Allen key to tighten things down. They work pretty well on our factory bars here. They'll work specifically well on arrow and elliptical bars like the ones we do have, but they have a little indentation in the middle for your square and round crossbars, so they should work pretty well on any type of crossbars that are available. Something to consider when you're putting anything on the roof that is a little bit longer, like these skis, is will you get enough clearance to open your hatch? In the case of the skis that we have here, we have about a foot of space when all is said and done, but relatively speaking, these are pretty short skis, so you're going to want to figure out how much length your skis are. And again, we have a foot here, but something to keep in mind for your gear and how you load it up. Just to give you an idea of how much space you're going to be adding to the top of your roof, I'm going to grab a measurement from the top of our crossbar to the top of the actual carrier. For us, it's about 4 3/4 inches from the top of the crossbar to the top of the system, but it does rise a little bit in the back. The grip hinge system does move to accommodate the different sizes of your gear. Additionally, if you get the Kuat Grip 6, it's going to take up about 5 more inches of your crossbar. We're already to the point where I don't know if there's any room on the side to actually load up more accessories or not. So with 5 more inches, that's going to take up about the full width of the crossbar. The weight capacity of the actual carrier is 165 pounds, but you have to factor in the weight capacity of your crossbars as well. Typically, the carrier is going to be the lower of those two, but consider which one of those will be lower and use that to know how much you can actually store on the carrier itself. In addition to that, you can see that with the crossbars themselves, they're already going to be covering the sunroof, but the more gear that you load onto the carrier, the less view you're going to have out of that as well. Overall, the Kuat Grip is a really premium ski and snowboard carrier. The accessibility features with the sliding tray sets it apart from every other ski and snowboard carrier that we offer, as well as it just looks really nice on our RAV4. If you don't need the bells and whistles that this offers, I'd probably recommend looking into the Yakima Fat Cat Evo. You get a rise in the back, as well as a similar aesthetic look. The Kuat grips themselves are able to work with T-Track accessories if you want to get a little bit more clearance that way. But again, like I said, I think they're a really solid roof rack option for our 2022 Toyota RAV4.